We are telling your followers that you've started a live video. Waving. Andy Frew. Okay. Hello. Hey. Okay. Hello. Hi, Ava. Oh, thank you for being here. That's lovely. Hi, Andy Frew. Thank you for being here. You're lovely too. Chicken. Okay, I'm gonna wave to a bunch of people here. Right out of the gates. Viren is so dark. Yep. Yeah, Andy Frew will be here for. We could probably count on our fingers how many seconds longer, and then he's out of here. He's got stuff to do. Mostly just not being here doing this. Ava, I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking me. How are you doing? Good? Awesome. It's so lovely to see you here. Okay, I'm just trying to keep up with everything here. Well, look who it is. Stumbled in. Lumi, hi. I'm going to wave at a bunch of people here. Yeah. Hey, hi. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, Ainsley's Avian Life. You go do car things. Oh, that sounds so interesting. I like car things. I'm not very good at car things, but I like it. See ya. Okay. Oh, guys, I'm so bad at scrolling. It's not letting me. Well, it's sort of piling up there. Okay. Cars are cool. Hope you're having a great week. Oh, look who it is. I am fine. Nice to see you. Hope you're well. How are you? Can I do this? No. No. Oh, guys, I'm such a tech dummy. I have no clue how to work this thing. Okay. I see that Niku is on. Now, please correct me. Is it Niku? Niku. I'm saying Niku from day one. But please correct me. N-E-E pronunciation. Oh, brother, off to a good start. Or Niku. Monica, hi. Yeah, hi. Tropical Feline, hi. Bee Monkey, I was just looking at some of your pictures. Bee Monkey 47, camping in December. I like your style. Niku, bam! Nailed it. Okay, listen, while Niku is here, I want you all to look at Niku's Instagram address, so handle, NIKU30_. Go there and check out some phenomenal art. Phenomenal. I'm going to sign this for you right now. Because this is our first one. Just going to put my signature. There was no request for any words, so you're going to get this streamlined, sleek. I lost my train of thought. I'm signing this. Bam. Just a little bit above Kurzaria's right there. This is also phenomenal art. Please go check out Niku's art. This will be on its way to you, my friend. And then you and I should talk about art sometime. Passion Flower Heart. Yes. I'm having to make a whole dress in 24 hours because I procrastinated. Oh, cosplay. Or for other things. I would assume cosplay. You are, I'm all over the place here, folks. Passionflower.heart. Heimbeckners in the house. Make that dress, make it and wear it, and you're awesome. Nico, you're very welcome. Can't wait to send that to you. Okay, I'm going to... Isaac's here. Hey, Isaac. It's been a while. It's been like a year. Right? Ish? Yeah. Laura's here. Hi. I'm going to see Anastasia on stage, and I'm making a dress based... Oh, very cool. Okay. Yeah, you do good work. Looking at the pictures you showed on... or what I saw on... Where was it? Discord, right? Yeah. This scrolling on my phone is really being challenging. It's just not scrolling up. So, bear with me. Yeah, a year. Yeah. Yes, doing well, man. I hope you're well. You look great in your photos. The hair's just getting longer. You're very handsome. That hasn't changed. Stained Glass Dreamer. Stained Glass Dreamer. Love that name. It reminds me of this pic. Like Kelly Starr did. Just this whole sort of, we had this sort of stained glass theme idea. She did. I came in, I went and said, hey, I'd love for you to draw me a picture. I'd be very honored if you do this picture for me. And I got a couple ideas, and she said, here's what I'm going to do. Bam, bam, boom. And this came out, and it is gorgeous. And I never could have thought of something so creative. So very excited about that. Spiral Maniac. K. Snyder VO. K. Snyder VO. K. Snyder VO. Sorry. Okay, listen, I don't know if, I don't want to sign some of these when the folks aren't here, but I'm going to see if I go back and see if I missed anything, any questions. I bet Andy Fru's gone now. Andy Fru's one of my best friends, and he has no patience for this kind of thing, but it's very nice that he's showed up. I'm really putting his character in a bad light. He's a really terrible human, but it's nice of him to show up and support me. I love him. Too bad he's such a jerk. Okay, it's the scroll is frozen, so hopefully it pops up again, and we'll see. So I would love to answer any questions anyone has. I'm going to see if I'm going to put a comment in here. Frozen. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just. Okay. Marlene. Oh, sorry, I'm just typing just to make sure this is working. Thank you. I will have a good Christmas. Thank you for showing up. I know you're very, very busy, and you're always in fun-looking places. If there's not snow and forests and wilderness, you're in some place that has palm trees and delicious-looking food. Benjamin from Chile. Hello. Thank you for being here. Okay, let's get a couple of these signed. When are you coming out with your... Well, it's a good question. There's no reason why we shouldn't. Just having two teenagers, having teenagers just gets busy. Is that a terrible excuse? Yeah, it's probably a terrible excuse. I teach at two different places. I'm in the studio doing voice stuff. Sometimes I'm in front of a camera. And I come home and I go, ugh. I'm not frozen, just stunned by your radiance. Oh, you are so kind. puppy spear. And I believe that's a picture of Snoopy. I love puppies. Okay, let's get to a couple signings here. Get some of these out of the way. Rose is here. Are both Rose and Mo here? Just Rose? I'm going to sign this anyway. Because I know, well, maybe it was Rose. This one. Beautiful work. Cursaria. Again, I came in with a couple ideas and said, you're a magician with art. And then it was just this whole idea of flowers and this portal, and it's stunning. It's stunning work. Okay. All right, I'm going to sign this now. Put a little special something on here. Rose and Mo. You guys get to look at my forehead for a second. I love my bug pal. He's the best. Okay. And this is the boring part of the show, where I stare at this and you stare at my head and I sort of talk to myself. And then I do that. Just Rose right now. Lovely. My family is tiptoeing through the house, trying to get coffee. Coffee's right here, sweetheart. I was going to pour more for myself, but it's for you as well. Always for you. Everything for you, my dear. Shh. No laughing while I'm doing my live stream. Okay. No questions. Let's throw some questions in the mix. I want to answer some tough, hard-hitting questions. This is such an opposite from group singing. Chill and the group one involve so much. Oh, signing. Wow. I said singing. Oh, it says sing, but still. Yeah. I'm super chill. You're catching me on a bad day. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Rose. Thank you for purchasing that. I think Bruce. Hi, Jenna. I'm waving. I think I should probably we should do some singing. We should all come up with a song and sing something. What do you think Viren's job was before coming to live in the castle? That's a great question. Because we were talking, well, I wasn't talking. I was just reading posts about people talking about his position at the castle, and was that through his family line, or did he earn that? And yeah, he earned that. He came up. So I think that's in the castle. I always tell my actors when I'm coaching, you can't use words like think and maybe. You have to know these things about your character. But that is something I thought about a long time ago when we first started, but it's something I kept private because it's some backstory for me. But I really should have an answer.
Chemistry teacher.
And I don't know. Thank you, my dear. Chemistry teacher. There it is. I just get my wife in here to answer these questions for me. She's much more interesting than me. Oh, the posters look so cool. Can we see all the prints? Absolutely, you can. Yep. This lovely work from Cursaria. Absolutely stunning work. Oh, you know what? I'll do this. And this is Holly's. Beautiful, rich colors. Love it. 2 different kinds of Viren going on there. There's another one with some text on the bottom, but that? Speaking of colors. Yeah. So, and that's Callie Stara. That's super. They're all beautiful. They're just stunning. I'm very, very honored to be able to have these as pieces I can give to people. So, tell your wife thank you. Yes, I will. Thank you. She says you're welcome. Do you still do classes? And if so, are they online? I want to get into voice acting. I think classes would be a good place to start. Classes are a good place to start, for sure. Education, yeah. I do a lot of teaching. So I teach a little bit online through a school in Vancouver called On the Mic, but I teach in studio there as well. On the mic or online is fine. You still get the same teaching from me, but there's a in studio quality that is missed, right? Being in front of the microphone. But don't let that dissuade you if your goal is to do some online because that's the only option you have. Do it for sure. Excuse me. On a scale of 1 to potato, how hot is Viren? Very potato. Very, very, very potato. Like still in the tin foil, poke the holes with the fork, and the steam is coming out. Extremely potato. Okay, where am I? What am I missing here? Okay. As a chemistry student, I can confirm that Viren would be a great chemistry professor. He's got that intensity. Chemtensity. And knowledge is very smart. So, I, on the other hand, no. I was talking the other day about going into acting and having my parents being very supportive of me because they looked at my grades and went, he can't do anything else. So we have to encourage him to do this. My grades were terrible in school. I feel I need to bring the simp jail over from Twitter because of the potato question. This whole simp thing, let's talk about that. I've been a Simpson for almost 48 years now. And early on, I got the nickname Simps. So it's been my life. So people start using the word simp as a negative and it hurts a little bit. But I'll own it. Soren, we need to cook. I don't know what that means. Potatoes? Okay, I want to sign some more of these while we're moving along. Jenna.voiceover, it's nice to see you here. Everyone, Jenna's a lovely human being and a very talented actor. I'm very happy to see her here. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to, I don't know, is Adam here? Adam, are you in the house? Oh, I got a text from Andy Frew, who showed up earlier. He says, sitting with a couple sick kids later. Yeah, go camp. Awesome. See you, man. He's the best teacher. I appreciate that. When do we have a new voiceover class? Adam is your brother. Okay. Let me address the voiceover class question. In the new year, there'll be classes. I teach a lot of video game voice acting at OTM, and I do some foundations as well. But really, I love the video game. So, okay, I'm looking at the. Okay, so Julia Martin, 17. This is for your brother. Is that correct? It's a gift for him, unless there's two Adams. There's not two Adams. There's only one. Okay, let's sign this. Yeah, and we're going to put a little get a grip on there for Adam. All right, let's do this. All right, folks, I invite you to enjoy my forehead for a quick moment while I sign this. Adam, get a grip. Do you want me to sign up and put love Julia from Julia? Or do you want just the quote and the sign? I can do both. Yeah, Christmas present. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, it's a cool cap. Thank you. Okay, I won't put your name. All right, I'll just sign it. This is from Sacramento. They have a minor league baseball team, and a number of years ago, many of the minor league baseball teams switched their logos to represent their Latin roots for their Latin fans and teammates and community. So very, very awesome. They're called the River Dogs. They then switched to, for the season or whatever it was, however many games, Oro Lucid. Oh boy, I'm going to botch it. Anyway, very, very cool. So it's not one of a kind, but you couldn't really get it anywhere else but Sacramento. So I was very happy to get it. I'm signing again. For Adam. Get a grip. That was a good line. His forehead is even more radiant. Graftar's hammer. Yeah. I feel avenged. All right. Who else is here? Awesome. I'm glad to hear it, Julia. That's great. Dana, are you here? Is my good pal Dana here yet? It's probably, what would it be? It would be, I'm not sure what time it would be there. Maybe working, maybe sleeping. Is Abigail here yet? I didn't see Abigail jump in, but if not, okay. So I've got Dana, Callie Starr herself. I'm going to sign one for her. Sebastian, are you here? Looking at the chat. Okay, we'll hold off a little bit. We've still got lots of time. Do you think voice acting is becoming less centralized, like most things, or would someone really have to move where the action is if they're serious? That's a good question. I think with remote work, you can be almost anywhere, but it's the getting your foot in the door, having representation who can then send you work, and having studios who want to do remote work. Lots do, and many just really want to get back in the booth. So, Brian is here, folks. Brian Dochua, a very, very talented actor, teacher, instructor, and really one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet, is here in the house. Back to the question. I think it'd be difficult, because how do you get yourself out there first, right? So through COVID, I have my own booth at home, so I was able to do lots of work there. But if I had not had any representation, didn't have an agent, had no way of knowing where auditions were, how to get them, or how to get them to me, that'd be very, very difficult. So, Snowflake Lights, yes, I want to take credit for those, but nope, it's my wife's idea. They're fun though; they're super fun. Yuki Frill in the house. Okay, did I miss a question up here? But listen, going somewhere where the work isn't a bad idea. I moved from southern Alberta, so a very tiny town of like 2,000 people. Moved all the way over to Vancouver. I told this story already, but I'll make the Cole's Notes version. Moved to Vancouver because that's where the work was. I had no idea what work there was. I knew there was acting. Didn't know there was voice work here. Didn't even really know what voice work was. I knew people put voices in cartoons, but I had no idea. I had no knowledge of any of that. Could I have done any of that from the little town I lived in southern Alberta? No, certainly not. I get a lot of work from auditions, but I get some from, over the years, a great deal of it from connection. So people I've worked with. And that's important. Oh, hey. Look at this. Hotness joined. Simps K. Wow, you are looking good. What's up, baby? You're from Alberta like Wolverine. Yeah. No one's ever said that. I think I've been waiting for someone to say that for years and years. Oh, that's where Wolverine's from. You nailed it. Yes. Exactly like Wolverine. I am exactly like Wolverine. We're both from Alberta. The similarities are, we're like this. So thank you. I had my first 2 auditions, didn't get the parts, but it was fun to get my voice out there. Yeah, awesome. That's wonderful, and I hope you keep getting more and more and more. And the key there, of course, is I'm not giving you advice because you didn't ask for advice, so I'm not going to give you advice. No one likes unsolicited advice. But I will say this. Be encouraged. Try and keep that encouragement up, enjoying that, having fun with them, because you will audition for many, many, many things that you will not book. And most of the time, it doesn't mean anything about our work. It just means that someone else did something they liked better, or someone did something that they thought fit the part. So we could give the best audition of our lives, and they're not going to hire us because someone else did something different, but it doesn't mean anything about our work other than we did a great job. I'll take advice always. All right, the advice is keep going and enjoy every moment of it when you can. Back to the Wolverine thing. I often think about just shaving this part and just going for those. I wouldn't even look close to Wolverine. So, oh, Rob Lacey joined. Rob Lacey, or is this George? Or who else? Was it George that was the fan? I know it wasn't Rob. Rob's not going to sit and watch a cartoon. No, he's going to go fishing or something. It is Rob. Hi, Rob. Nice to see you. Nice to read you. I've always enjoyed reading you. Nice to see you here. Thanks for jumping in. Okay, listen, I'm going to sign a couple things. It's me. Yep. It would have been great if one of your boys called me buddy. Hey, buddy. They don't know who I am. Okay, listen, I'm going to sign a couple of these. This one is going to be for Dana. Okay? Dana is, does Dana, she says what her name is, right? Online? Yeah, I don't want to give away Twitter if that's private. It's not private. I just want to promote her work. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm positive. Dana is Prime Day. So if you go to Twitter, Instagram, Prime Day, Dana does unbelievable work. Phenomenal. Just an incredible artist. Also a massive Transformers Optimus Prime fan. So that's where we connect the most, because I too am a giant Prime fan. Okay, I'm going to sign this again. Being in Omaha, what is the closest? In Omaha. All right, give me a second here. Let me sign this. I'm going to do this. Dana. Roll out. Roll out. And then I'm going to sign it. Dana, roll out. Okay, that's enough of that. Boom. All right, being in Being in Omaha, what's the closest city you think a serious voice actor would go to? Cows are great listeners, but their connections are complete rubbish. That's a good question. I mean, maybe Omaha's a good place to start? I know that sounds weird, but truthfully, they've got radio stations, they've got TV stations. They may have, if you put a demo together or you do online training and you go to some of those stations and say, hey, I would love to do some of your commercial spots, your local stuff, start there. That's exactly what I wanted to do when I was a kid. I wanted to do radio and TV commercial spots for the TV channels in Lethbridge. But as a kid, I had this foresight that said, what if you get so caught up in that you end up staying in Lethbridge? And that terrified me, so I didn't do it. Because I didn't want to stay in Lethbridge. Okay, let's throw another one of these down. Sebastian, are you here? Sebastian, yes. Does Viren worship Erebos like a god? No. Or does he think of him as a highly skilled mage? Yes. He said the words Star Touch Savior. Yes, with sarcasm. He certainly understands and recognizes Erebos' great power. That's what was so intoxicating about him. Excuse me. But no, he knows he's an elf. He knows he's a Star Touch elf. He knows he has great power, and that's part of what blinded him, that power, and then the desire for that, the lust for that power to have that, so he too could rule the way he wanted to. I think it goes back to the roots of what he wants, that control, but of course that power corrupts. So, but no, he's definitely does not look at Erebos that way. I don't know if that was sarcasm or like desperation. Okay. Yeah. It's open to interpret. I know when I was, when I perform it and read it, it's a certain way. As an actor, you do your due diligence. You should. But when that's out there, it is 100% up for interpretation. And I think that's part of the beauty of that. What do you think Viren would have named Sir Sparklepuff? Not Sir Sparklepuff. I don't think he would have named him. I think it's something to be observed and maybe in awe of, but something he can definitely learn from and use to get where he wants to go and what he needs. But even at that point, Viren's not necessarily in that mindset fully and completely. But it's a homunculus, and I think you would simply call it that. It seems very goose-spitting homunculus. Yeah, boom. Same mind of that. So, okay, Callie Stara, if you're not here, I'm going to sign this for you anyway. Because we're going to move this along. I'm going to use this one. I should use silver on this one. Oh, 9 people. They're dropping off. This is boring. Jason's boring. Just look at his forehead. I should put a thank you on here as well. This is I've said this already. So this is for Callie Stara, who is just an incredible artist. Well, we don't actually see her forehead. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Spider-Man Gamer and Sci-Fi Explosion. We got a couple things. You think that, like music, once the work is out there, it sort of ceases to have a singular meaning, open to interpretation? Yeah, 100%, for sure. I can read a line and truly, and this has happened in our show, say something and truly mean it, and the character means it. And it's an arc that we've been cultivating and I've been working on. And it'll get out there and people say, no, liar, That's not what it means. No. And I have to go, okay, yeah. I'm hoping you come to a con in Atlanta sometime. Well, I mean, Atlanta was our second to last con before COVID. So we were there in October and loved Atlanta. Making a regular cosplay, my goal is to get the whole cast to sign her swords. That would be amazing. Ho! Andy Poon is here, folks. Speaking of incredible art, go to Instagram. You're here already. Andy Poon Design on Instagram. Incredible stuff. Hello to you, sir. Andy actually did one of my favorite Optimus Prime designs. Scroll through his stuff. He's got a lot of stuff. He's very, what's the word? When you just, art is just, I can't remember the word. Andy's like this with his art. There's lots of it. Anyway, go check out incredible art from Andy Poon. Yes, back to your question. I would love for us to come back to Atlanta. I loved that. It was a great crowd. We had an incredible time, and the city's awesome. And I almost got Adrian Petru killed, just with my big mouth. And he'd be happy to tell people that story. Oh, by the way, Adrian is doing his live streaming immediately after this. So if you got time, jump over to his and then ask him a question. How did Jason almost get killed? How did Jason almost get you killed in Atlanta? If you don't know that story. I was going to go to that one, but my friend bailed at the last minute, so I didn't have a ride. I'm sorry to hear that. How far away are you from Atlanta? You don't have to answer that. I guess that's more of a private question. And it really serves no purpose. So don't worry about it. Who would be Viren's favorite Transformer? Well, that's a good question. I think he'd be Optimus, to be quite honest, because Optimus stands for virtue and justice and valor and honor. And I think Viren holds those things quite high. Whether he follows through the way they truthfully should be followed through with is another question. But people doing bad, evil things don't necessarily know that's what they're doing. Right? I mean, that's the layman's way of saying that. But I think you would look at like Megatron and say, no, this guy just wants destruction and slavery, enslavement. Oh, speaking of Adrian Petru, he's here. Isn't that lovely? Can you identify all the squares with a bus in them? Adrian, we're just talking about Atlanta and how we had such a lovely time there and ate some delicious barbecue and met some of the locals and had some great conversations, you and I. Okay, one of my favorite parts is when he desperately listens for Erebos' voice and says, "Please, I am listening." I feel like he feels powerless without Erebos. Yeah. At that point, I think it was more powerless, more the idea that there is much more for him to have and to gain and to learn. And he knows that Erebos has all of that. He's very familiar with what a Star Touch elf is, especially someone with great power. So yeah, that was a beautiful scene. That's one of my favorite scenes that we recorded. That whole idea down in the thing with in the crawl space with the mirror. That was a lot of fun to record. The computer imposter. Okay, Adrian's on a little gag here, folks. Just on a gag. He's got a running joke. We'll let it. It was amazing. Oh, good. How dare you throw me under the bus like that? It was the other way around. What should Viren transform into if he's a transformer? Oh, wow. I mean, I'd love to see him like as a really sleek, cool car, but I think something that flies, to be honest. He just sort of jumps into the air and takes off. Yeah. Adrian Jason said he almost got you killed. Come on now. It seems to me that Viren, not as powerful as he could be, is the same as powerless. Oh, I see. You want to get argumentative, hey? All right. Two can play that game. If I have power, I have power. Let's say I've got powers. I see someone who can give me more powers. That doesn't make me powerless. It just makes me want more of those powers. If I have nothing, I am powerless. And I see someone who can give me something, I want those powers so that I can gain more power. That's what I was saying. I think that's what differentiates. Viren is certainly not without power. So I don't think he feels powerless. At that point, I thought he felt he didn't have the adequate power or the knowledge that he wanted, that he could achieve from getting it from Erebos. So does that make him powerless? Again, if that's your interpretation, roll with it for sure, 100%. Yes, Viren with wings. If you want the true story about Atlanta, tune into my live stream in 25 minutes. Don't waste time with that story, Adrian. You're just gonna conflate it, and it's just you're not gonna tell it properly. So just stick with signing stuff. Well, I mentioned cows, and like 3 people left, so we steer the conversation towards transformers and foreheads. I'll talk about cows all day long. I love cows. Exclusive Viren mech print coming 2023 from Jason and Andy. Bam! Collab time. Hey, Abigail is here. If you could use a primal source, which one would you pick? Also, if Viren could use one, which would he pick? Primal sources. The stalling is my way of saying that I don't have a clear understanding of all the primal sources. I think I made the joke last time, and I'll make it again. Is there something about food? Can you just make food replicate? That seems like a very primal source, just getting food. No? Okay. Abigail. No callers till you draw. No collabs till you draw with my band. Hey, I was in New York City in October. I didn't get a phone call. I would have hopped over the bridge to Jersey. And are you in Jersey? Oh, hi, bye. So, is this for Abigail? Your Abigail? I'm going to sign Abigail anyway and just say to Abigail and sign. But I want to know if this was for Abigail, your Abigail. So you weren't feeling well. No, Abigail's not feeling well. Moon, sun, stars, earth, sky, ocean. Wow, there's so many things to catch up on here. Okay, I meant that's how he felt, but yeah, sure, yeah. You know what? We're on the same page there. Feeling powerless in view of this creature who has so much power. I totally buy that. Okay, great. Thank you. I will sign this for Abigail, and it'll get to her. Thank you. I am, but I work in New York City, so next Comic-Con, I'll give you a call. Maybe next Comic-Con, I should give you a call. And then, because I'm the one coming there. It's fun times all around. Yeah, just sick. All right, let me quickly sign this. I want to make sure I spell it Abigail. I'm just going to put her name and a little heart, and then I'm signing it. So that is for Abigail. Please give her my best wishes, and may she get over whatever's ailing her. Just tell her, hey, just take a quick dip in the old Pacific Ocean, and that'll cure what's ailing you. Okay, what did I miss here? Goo Baby. Okay, I missed a couple things up here. Oh, by the way, not a trumpet. Holy smokes, I would love to play with your band. I mean, you already got a killer ensemble, but just as a guy who loves to drum and loves good music, I would love that so much. It's a shame we're on opposite sides of the continent. Moon, sun, stars, earth, sky, ocean. Let's go with, which would I use? I would go with sky. Yeah, sky. And I think Viren would go sky too. Again, it's the whole flying thing, right? Being able to fly, get from one place to the other. Escape people. Because if not everyone can fly, you just, and then there's nobody around. Oh, wouldn't that be lovely? Yeah, that'd be nice. I wondered why people were mentioning snowflakes and just didn't get it. The 90s were good to me. Yeah, bro, snowflakes, whoa, Tim. Oh, bro, they're behind me. I'm sure you didn't talk like that in the 90s. You're heading to the water. Awesome. Go have a fantastic, just bloody cold swim. That's amazing. Not a trumpet. No, you are. I've heard you play. You definitely are. The coolest. Sky Gang. Yeah. Stars. Okay. Hey, listen. I'm going to sign a few more of these because we're running out of time. Sebastian, if you are not here, well, I'm going to sign this for you right now. And folks, keep those questions coming because our time is limited because Jason doesn't know how to make one of these longer than an hour. Not that we need longer than an hour, but I think there's a way. I just don't know how. And maybe more than an hour is just too much of me for folks. All right. I'll put a little Lord Viren. For Sebastian. Lord Viren. Okay. We got a couple more. This one's for Holly. Another Curz area original. Let's just put a big ol' Lord Viren. I think there should be an option where we have like speaker go, so y'all can talk and we can, talk. If you could play another character in The Dragon Prince, who would you play? One that's already taken by somebody? Probably Commander Gren. I love Gren and Amaya. No one can do what Adrian does, though. So, but I love that. I love that dynamic. But yeah, so I love that character a lot. I think I love the character a lot because of what Adrian does with him, though. That's really the whole point. He's very handsome and he's honorable. And he's a great human, but it's what's infused, that connection of good writing and brilliant voice acting. And so, have you seen the Disney Gargoyles? Have you seen Disney Gargoyles, the 90s show? Yeah. I'm a kid of the 80s, so, going into the 90s is when I started college, but I certainly did watch some cartoons. Make a Zoom link. Yeah, you know what? I should. You're right. Those go even shorter, though. I don't know. All respect to Peter Cullen. Wow, full stop right there. All respect to Peter Cullen. But what would Jason and Andy's Optimus sound like? I don't know. Give me some text and I'll do my best. Throw something in there. and I'll do my best Optimus Prime. My best Optimus Prime comes from when I've been in the studio and I've been screaming for a couple hours. And I come home and I have a glass of single malt scotch. I'm an adult. I can drink some single malt scotch, okay? Back to the Zoom thing. I should do that. But then what? Then we get like 300 people. That doesn't max out. That would be my concern if it maxed out people and then people are not able to jump in. I don't know. But this sort of thing, you can get thousands, hundreds, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to do one more. And this is to Amelie. Another one of Holly's beautiful pieces. What do you think Viren's order at a bar is? Oh. Yeah, that's something dark and smoky. Like I would say, because I'm a fan of single malt, I love peaty. The peatier the better, so the smokier the better. But that strikes me as something Viren might like. He also might like something light and fruity as well. Like I don't know, something maybe like a kamikaze or a Mai Tai or something. That'd be fun. Or a like a beer garita. One strawberry beer garita, please. Heavy on the beer. I don't think he'd be a beer guy. We addressed the beer question before a long time ago. And someone said Viren would drink like a light beer, like a Stella or a Heineken. Not a chance. No. Viren's probably a very huggy drunk. Yeah. Yes, being too young to drink, I have no clue. Yeah, and we don't need to talk about all those drinks. In the middle 90s, I worked at a restaurant. I worked at a restaurant called The Keg and served a lot of drinks, and I'm not much of a drinker, but I served a lot of those fancy drinks. Prom for Optimus Prime. This is not my hotel room. That's funny. This is not my hotel. No, that's not good. Oh, well, let me work on it. We got a few minutes left, so I'll work on it. Here we go. This is not my hotel room. Autobots. This is not... It's not great. I'm drinking coffee. I got 1,000 excuses why it's not great. But the writing was brilliant. Okay, I think we spaced out those signings pretty darn good, folks. Thanks for being here. We've got, make sure I covered everyone. Yeah. Oh, and people, if you're here, if anyone's here that did sign, I'm going to put a thing on Twitter and Instagram. Just a reminder that with that signing, we'll do a 30-minute Zoom chat, not all together, individual. So we'll work that out. Possibly, I guess maybe we'll start in the new year because Christmas gets a little crazy for people. Maybe not, we'll find out. But I'm looking forward to chatting with those of you folks one-on-one. It's going to be a blast because I am super fun and stay on topic and always have something interesting to say. Any more questions? Well, we've got some time. Last time we ran out of time, and so there were some questions left unanswered. I'm going to just stare at the chat until the question pops up. Because otherwise, I have nothing to talk about. Just myself, and that's boring. Bless your forehead. Oh, guys. This is what my forehead looks like. Normally, I've been shaving my head for years now, because as you can see, this is just gone. But as I said last time, I've said it a few times, I'm doing a film in March, and I just wanted to grow my hair out just to see just for the character, to see what this looks like. And it's going to look horrible. It'll be probably 3 times as long, which will be great because then I can just sort of do this. But this little island of that's going to be, and then there's this right here. So I'm looking forward to that. This is all just getting grown out. David Larson VO. Dave, good to see you. Can't wait for the Zoom. Yes, me too. We'll figure out all those details. Does Viren steal hotel toiletries? Who doesn't? What's the film in March? No, I can't talk about it. But thank you for asking. It's fun. It's going to be fun, though. I'll say this. It's going to be scary. Yeah. I love horror movies. I don't know why. They're my favorite genre. Well, I think why, because I started off very young, very, very young. When I was 6, I was watching a horror movie with my dad. It was Frankenstein. It was an old BBC version of Frankenstein. I remember that much. And I got kind of scared, and my dad sort of just explained it to me. He said that, there's actors, and there's a director, and there's a guy with a camera, and a guy with light. He kind of broke it all down for me. And at that point, I was not afraid of that movie anymore. And I wanted to know more about how movies are made. And I think I just got drawn into that whole visceral, that tangible visual effects, makeup effects. And so horror movies just became that for me. Not the scare factor, but the idea that it's makeup effects and there's a person under there making growly noises. And I grew up making growly noises. So, can you say sussy baka? Am I saying that right? Sussy. Wait a second. What am I saying when I say sussy baka? Do I need to Google this? Are you setting me up for something? Because Jason doesn't want to say something that people will go, he said sussy baka. Oh, it's a song. But what's the meaning? Suspicious. Fool. Oh. Don't Google it. No. That's funny. Sussy baka. I don't know what that means, so I take no responsibility. Which horror movie would Viren watch? All of them. He doesn't have time for movies. It's fake. It's fake world, so he's not into it. What's your favorite horror movie? My favorite horror movie is The Thing. John Carpenter classic from way back when. Doesn't get any better. Well, sorry. That's a tie with Alien, the original Alien. Can't believe I forgot that. Will you voice a gritty, dark reboot of Alf if it's offered? Ha ha! I kill me! That's a darker, grittier Alf. How would Viren feel about his simps? His simps? The simps? Would love him. He'd probably look at me and go, get to the gym. Hi, Vivi Guile. Hope I said that right. Heading out. Thanks for everything. Can't wait for season 5. You are welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait for season 5 as well. Very much looking forward to it. We got 50 seconds left. Let's make them count. Let's sing a bar of a song. Someone just starts singing. Looking for, see if I've missed any questions here. I'll be there to send all those simps. Horns and jams. That sounds like a good combo. Some horns, some jams. I love a good strawberry. Hey, Jason, stall for me. Kids are sick, and I'm going to start a bit late. Just keep talking garbage. You're doing great. I have literally 15 seconds left. I can't. It's going to shut off. 50 seconds. I'll say that. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag? No. We're just floating around in the. Oh, that's the song. 33 seconds of time on the wall. No, I got 3 seconds. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Love you. Bye.